Just looking if I'm starting. Okay, there I am. Oh, it's a delay. I can see myself waiting for it to start. I know that. So if I'm doing this live, and it's not in YouTube, it's in another program. So I start that program, and then I look on YouTube. Am I live? No, not yet. So I think I'll wait. Anyway, you don't want to know about that. Good morning. You're okay, because that's the message every morning. I'm live, so I'm with you now. Oh well, it's Sunday, so I'm probably alone. Alone, but doesn't mind. You get in later the day, and I had something else to say, and then I thought of Knorrepoot. Knorrepoot is the name of my stuffed animal that was with me in my childhood, and it's a poppenkast pop, a puppet to play. Oh dear, Knorrepoot. Yes, you are so very gone. And I just wanted to tell his story because I think it was when I was 7, and we were driving in a car. I can still see it. I can almost hear, smell, see everything on that day. Mom and Dad in front, my older brother sitting next to me, and it would be my birthday coming up, maybe next day even. And my brother was saying, you know, you get a puppet, no, not a puppet, a doll, a doll. You're going to get a doll on your birthday. And I thought, he's just joking. And then my dad kicked in. Yes, you know, it's actually true. But my dad also made a lot of mistakes. Jokes. Oh, so very good that I'm doing this live, because I so want to do this all over again. And my dad is a joker too, so I wasn't worried. Till my mum said, but you like it. And my mum is not the joker. She used to tell my brother and my father not to make fun of me. So that was I expecting that my mother would say, stop making fun, stop teasing him. And she didn't. So I really got anxious, because at that time I really didn't want a doll, because a doll was a girl's toy, and there was no way that I could be associated with girl things, because people would think. So I didn't want a doll, and I said so. I don't want a doll. Wait till you get your birthday present, my father said. And I did get a doll, because the word in Dutch is pop, and it's a word for doll and also a word for puppet. So I get a pop. And my father had made a puppet theater all by himself. And this was one of the theater puppets that came with it. And I gave him the name Knorrepoet. Knorre as in. And I think maybe not the first day, but very soon Knorrepoet landed on my bedside, and he was my bed stuffed puppet that I went to sleep with every night till the day I went to university. And then I was going to live on my own, and I thought, a heartbreaking moment when I left him alone. And Knorrepoet was the one on my bedside who always understood me. And there was no one who understood me. Not really. They tried to, they were nice to me, they loved me, but they didn't really understand me. And Knorrepoet was the only one. So I had endless conversations with him every night. Speechless conversations, because he would understand everything I was saying to him. And I felt together. And now, with the divorce, I'm moving. And yes, I divorced. Things happen. And I'm moving to another house, and he came from a place where I nearly forgotten him. And he's at my bedside now again. But I wanted to talk to you about Knorrepoet because he is the voice that understands me. And he is the voice that I want to talk about. Because we all have that voice inside of us. You know, you're bothered by your inner critic. You know him. You know her. That's the nagging voice. And I'll explain about the origins of that voice too someday, but not now. Because I want you to know that if you have an inner critic talking to you, that means you got the fantasy to listen to that voice. And if you have an inner critic, you also have an inner fan. And one way of finding that voice is thinking of your childhood stuffed puppet or whatever it was in your childhood that totally understood you. Oh, here it is. I do have a tip for you. Maybe I think you had it. Maybe you didn't. And then I'll have another tip to find that voice. But think to your early childhood, to the place. Maybe it's a place, maybe it's not a stuffed puppet, but there was something in your childhood that made you feel totally safe. I do so hope that you had that place, that animal, the stuffed puppet. I so do hope you had it. And if you had it, remember it, because that's the place inside when you can go to today. And that's what I call my internal fan. And when I'm really down and out And when I'm really bothered with the voices that keep telling me that what I'm doing is all wrong, uh, the voice just now that said, "Oh, why do you do this life? Because you have to do this again, and it's not okay. It's too long. It's taking you endlessly to make a point. Please get on. It's 7 minutes already, and this is not the impact movie you wanted to make." Yes, that voice, I do know, and it still talks to me, and it's okay because I can listen to it, and I know what it really, really wants to say, and because I can listen to it, it's not shouting so loud. So there's another tip, but that's not the tip for today. The tip for today is you've got that other voice. You have all got an inner fan. And when I need her, yes, she's a she now. When I need her, she's always there. And she sits next to me, and don't, I can talk to her, but I don't need to talk to her. Most of the times she's just sitting next to me, and I can feel an arm around me, and I can feel her say, "Oh, Emma, it's okay. You're okay." And it's funny because that voice, your inner fan, she doesn't do advice. There was a time when I asked advice. I asked, "Oh, I don't know what to do. Could you please tell me? Could you please help me?" And then I felt the arm around me, and I saw her shaking her head a little. And she smiled and said, you know I don't do that. And it will be okay whatever you choose, because you are okay." That's what I wanted to tell you about. Um, it's a theme, so it had to be early in the videos. The internal fan, your inner fan, um, that's the voice I want you to know, because she is always, always, always there. Oh, there's another thing you need to know about her. Oh, this is going to be a long one. Sorry. Um, there was this time when I was not listening to her, when I was so wrapped up in all the things I thought were important, and I was worrying again, and I was listening to all those other voices I was listening to the things I thought I should do, and I was in panic, and I was beginning to see everywhere the looks again, the disapproving looks. You know, when you get in a state where every look can look like a disapproving look. Yes, you know that, of course. And I was there, and I was feeling so not okay. And I needed my inner fan. So I went to sit on a bench, and I imagined her. And at the moment I imagined her, she was sitting next to me, and I felt the arm, and the tears were coming up and down. Um, and I said, "Well, where are you?" And she said, "Always here." I said, "Yeah, I know, but I forgot about you for so long, and I needed to find you. Couldn't you just say, 'Hey, psst, I'm sitting right next to you. I'm in you. Couldn't you pull me? Because I was losing myself." And she says, "No, that's not my energy. It's not because I don't want to, but it's not my energy. All the other voices are pulling at you, and I won't ever pull. I will always wait for you to come to me. And that's not because it's something you have to do. It's because it is the way it is. I am. I don't do. I just am. And I'm always here and I'm always ready for you. But you have to come to me. That's the inner fan. The inner fan loves you. She loves your successes, but not because of the successes, because it makes you happy. She doesn't want anything from you. She even doesn't want you to succeed. Yes, she wants it because she wants it for you, but only for you. Find your inner fan. I will help you. I will be your external fan because I love you and I know you're okay already. And my inner fan speaks to your inner fan. And even if you can't hear her or him now, she is hearing this. And you are hearing my story. But your inner fan is listening too. And it's rejoicing because she is, I'm talking the she version now, but I mean she or he. Because she's hearing this and she is like, yes, yes, she's going to find me. In just a few, it will just take a little time, but she's hearing this and she's hearing about me and she will hear my voice. She will talk to me and she will be able to listen to me soon. Your inner fan is waiting. And she's glad that I've told you this. I'm wrapping up. It's been a long one. The next ones will be shorter, or maybe not. I'm saying goodbye to you. And oh yes, please subscribe, because I want to tell you every morning that you're okay. And I'm going live every morning so your inner fan can hear me and you can find your inner fan and you can feel okay about yourself. I so really do hope that so many people can feel this about themselves. Really, really okay. Not because you did something great, because you already are. Bye from me now. How did I end this? Yes, I know. See you tomorrow at 7.